If you have ever driven the Benin-Lagos Expressway at night, you will understand what I am about to tell you. There is a moment on that road when the darkness feels heavier than usual. Not darker, heavier. As if the night itself is pressing against your windshield. Drivers know this moment well. It usually comes after midnight, when the road is quiet and your headlights are the only moving lights for miles. That is when the road changes. Your radio begins to hiss. Your engine sounds different. And for the first time, you become aware of how alone you are. People say accidents happen because of speed or fatigue. But on the Benin-Lagos Expressway, the accidents at night happen because something is waiting. Between 1 and 3 in the morning, drivers have reported seeing figures on the road. Not animals. Not people asking for help. Old women. They stand still in the middle of the expressway, barefoot, wrapped in faded cloth, their heads lowered as if in prayer. At first, drivers think they are tired. They blink. They rub their eyes. But the women do not move. Some drivers slow down. Some try to flash their headlights. That is always a mistake. Those who flash say the women lift their heads slowly, together. And when they do, the air inside the vehicle becomes cold. Not night cold. Grave cold. Drivers who swerve to avoid them lose control. Vehicles leave the road as if pulled by invisible hands. Crashes happen quietly, without warning, without struggle. And after every crash, something strange is discovered by morning. Not all the bodies are found. Just enough are missing to raise questions. Never enough to provide answers. Truck drivers were the first to speak openly. They said the women were not human. They said the shadows of the women moved before the women themselves did. They said their mouths were too wide when they smiled. One survivor of a night crash said something that still makes my skin crawl. He said, they were waiting for us. They were counting. Counting headlights. Counting vehicles. Counting meals. Elders from nearby Benin communities were consulted when the accidents became too frequent to ignore. They did not deny anything. One elder said that long before the expressway was built, that land belonged to witches. It was a feeding ground. A meeting path. When the road was constructed, the rituals were ignored. The witches were disturbed but not dismissed. So they adapted. They no longer hunt in the forest. They hunt on the road. They do not chase. They wait. One night, a vigilante group decided to confront what everyone feared but refused to name. They hid in the bushes near the worst accident spot. Armed men. Confident men. At exactly 2:22 in the morning, the air changed. The wind stopped. The road went silent. Then the women appeared. Not walking. Not running. Standing. The men said the smell came first. Rotten. Old. One man fired his gun. The sound did not travel. It died halfway, swallowed by the night. That was when the women laughed. Their mouths opened too wide. Their bodies bent in ways no human body should. The road became soft beneath the men's feet. One by one, the bravest of them disappeared, pulled downward as if the asphalt had turned to water. By morning, the road was normal again. No blood. No bodies. No signs of a struggle. Only long marks on the asphalt, like fingernails dragged across the surface. Since then, drivers obey unspoken rules on that road. They do not flash their headlights at night. They do not stop for figures they cannot clearly see. They do not pray out loud. Because witches on the Benin-Lagos Expressway do not fear prayers. They fear only daylight. So if you ever drive that road after midnight, and your headlights begin to feel thin, and the darkness feels close enough to touch, do not slow down. Do not look twice. Because those women are not stranded. They are waiting. And once they have seen you, they never forget.